Okay, I'm here with Steve, and Steve is the original owner of a Life magazine back from 1993 with Michael Jackson pictured with all his animals at Neverland Ranch. And he has a story for us of how he got it signed.
Okay. Well, at the time I was working at Toys R Us in Santa Maria as a manager there, and Michael Jackson would come in from time to time after hours and shop, and so I had these two magazines, these two Life magazines with him on the cover. So I kept them in the office for the next time he came in, and when he came in, I had him sign them, and I've kept them all these years with the intention of giving them to my nieces or nephews or my grandchildren. So yeah, he was coming in. I'd say he started coming in '92. I'd say maybe spring or summer of '92, and then it got to be like fairly regular occurrence. I'd say maybe on an average of once a month. So we didn't know when he was going to come in for sure, but generally it was on Sundays because we closed early on Sundays, and usually one of his employees would call maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon to just say that Michael wants to know if he could come in and do some shopping tonight. And of course we would say yes, and then we would just keep a skeleton crew there to help him. We didn't want to create a lot of commotion there, so that he could just feel comfortable in the store.
Oh, what kind of things did he buy? Just a bunch of toys, and how did he spend a lot of? I imagine he spent a lot of money.
Yeah, it would vary. I mean, usually he was in the neighborhood of $1,000, but there was one visit where he spent over $10,000. He had 6 kids with him that day, and they were buying a lot of Game Boys and all the accessories and games that came with them, and remote control cars and things of that sort. A lot of high ticket items.
Right. And you were also telling me a story about, I thought it was kind of an interesting story about somebody who delivered toys to his Neverland Ranch.
Yeah, that was another manager there who happened to be closing that night, and Michael had come in and done a lot of shopping, and when it came time to leave, he couldn't fit all the items that he had purchased into his van, so the manager had offered to load the overflow into the back of his pickup truck and follow him to Neverland and bring him there. But when he got to Neverland, Michael's van went through the gates. The security guard, of course, just waved Michael through. But before the other manager, David, his name was, could just follow him through, the gates closed, and he just had to unload him outside the gates. And he never got to go inside of Neverland.
Well, you actually met Michael yourself?
Well, yeah. I mean, when he would come into the store, we usually would leave him alone because he was a very private person, obviously. And so when he would come in the store, he would kind of hang out in the front of the store by the register lanes, and the kids would just go in the store and they would do the shopping, and he would surface at the end when it came time to pay for it. But we would let him. Let him be. I mean, I went over to him. The time that I had the magazine signed, he was just kind of sitting on one of the counters there over by customer pickup, and I took the magazines over there, and of course he recognized them right away, and I asked him to sign, and he did, and we made a little small talk, but I had the impression that he was kind of uncomfortable talking one-on-one like that. So I mean, after he signed, I thanked him, and we kind of left him alone.
On the magazines, so how many did you have signed at the time?
2. Well, actually, it was on different occasions, but the same circumstances. So the first time that he came in, or the first one that he signed was the magazine from, I believe it was September of '84. And then the second time, the second magazine that he signed was from June of '93.
And what year was this that he signed it?
'93.
Oh, it was '93. It was right after it came out. Then this magazine.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, probably June or July of '93. If you could draw a comparison between Elvis and Michael Jackson, I mean, I think Elvis's memorabilia has increased in value. So I would suspect that the same would happen with with Michael Jackson. Both. There's a lot of controversy surrounding both of their deaths. I mean, they were colorful individuals, obviously, great entertainers. I mean, people that come along, once every few generations.
This very rare Life magazine signed by Michael Jackson could still be available for auction. Please check kingofpopshop.com on eBay. That's kingofpopshop.com.